Hi, welcome back. My name's Jamie. I'm the founder of Journey Life Now, and this is a reading for Cancer for October 2025 for any sun, moon, or rising. Before we get into the cards, I want to discuss a few things. Number one, there's a full moon in Aries happening October 6th. But that full moon started in March as a new moon. So anything that was happening, any themes from the ends of March, it kind of comes full circle now. Like, it's being illuminated. It's not full circle, it's being illuminated. The spotlight's on there, right? So for you, it had to do with your 10th house of career, your life path, your work legacy, your public achievements, your reputation, how others see you, authority figures and the relationships you have with leadership, with your bosses, your public role, which is basically, the mask that you wear to the outside world, right? Because, yeah, you do. At least you should. How you're seen. So that was, a seed that was planted in March, meaning, it came across like something like, okay, like what am I doing? Like, what do I want my legacy to be? And you started working towards it, right? So then in about around June-ish, something happened as far as like that. So maybe like, let's say you wanted to get a new job because you weren't happy. So then you applied and maybe something happened in June where you got the job, you applied, like something happened, right? And then we're here October 6th. And it's showing you the results of all the effort that you have put in the past 6 months, right? And it's a time for you to understand, like, okay, yes, I love this about, I love this result. I'm not crazy about this, but I love this. So let me get rid of this, right? So you get rid of that. And it's kind of like working things out, like working out the details, understanding like what came of that. Because you have like another 3 months to kind of like, polish it up. Any last minute details, any changes that you want. Still pertaining to this, right? Which is fine. And then you have and that happens. Let me see. So that happens. But also on October 6th, Mercury enters Scorpio, which is your 5th house. And that's going to be interesting. That has to do with, the way they communicate, the way you think, the way that you learn. So you might start, communicating. Watch the way you communicate with your kids, right? Because that might be like a little intense, right? But you might start some projects. You might start, I don't know. You might want to start a podcast on crime, or you might want to start studying some of the mysteries. You might want to start reading like crime books and something maybe a little more naughty, or mystery books, or you might want to start a new hobby. And the thing is, you might not share it with people just yet. And I'm not saying you won't just yet though, okay? You might keep it to yourself. Right? Okay. Then at the end of the month, there's a new moon in Libra. That happens on the 21st. Okay? And that's in your 4th house. And your 4th house is your home, like your actual physical home, like where you live, where you lay down, where you sleep. Okay? It has to do with real estate. It has to do with living situations. You might want to start investigating your ancestors, right? Your backgrounds. It has to do with, and these are all seeds. This is all new things that, you might want to start, right? So anything fourth house related this month, right? You might want to understand emotionally where you are. You might check in emotionally, be like, okay, where am I? Where do I need to feel more grounded? Where do I need to feel more secure, right? And because maybe you don't feel that way, right? And then this month allows you the opportunity to maybe pick up something, work on something that helps you in turn around and become more emotionally grounded, right? Or secure. That's important, right? And all these things, it's all a cycle, right? So now in January, you're like polishing up, the end of the new moon that happened in March. And you're also checking in with the new moon that just happened in Libra, right? In the house of like, in the sign of relationships, right? But in your fourth, what is your relationship with the people that you live with, right? That's another thing. Like, it's asking you to like check in, like, are you guys communicating, right? Could there be a deeper bonds, a better bonds? Can you improve it, right? Because there's always room for improvement. So that's another thing that has to do with the fourth house, right? It's this balance that has to take place, right? Maybe you've been working too much, right? You've been working too much and you realize like, wait a minute, like, the relationship that I had with my family, like, it's not doing good right now, right? So it's about like coming and just like, right? And understanding that. So yeah, those are some of the major themes. There's a whole bunch of other things that take place, but like, I think that's enough for right now. Okay, so the cards for Cancer. Sun, Moon, and Rising. The nights when they come out, that was like the second night that got flipped. So there's movement, right? There's movement happening this month. Yes, so it might have to do with your house, your living situation. Some of you might be moving, okay? But one of them was slow, so it might be a little slower than what you anticipated, right? But let's see. Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Let's see what October, any extra messages. All right, guys. So, damn, this is heavy. I will not lie to you. Damn, this is heavy. Okay, so, all right. If there is someone or people listening, right? Because we're all interconnected, that is having problems in their marriage, right? There was a nasty argument that happened, right? And it literally crumbled the foundation that you thought your relationship was built on, right? But sweetheart, remember, listen, right? In order for something to crumble means that it wasn't so solid to begin with, right? And that's a hard pill to swallow, because sometimes we've invested so many years, right? So much time, so much effort. There's so much love, right? So much loyalty, because man, you guys are loyal to the T. You guys are the crab, right? And I know that sounds crazy, but have you ever like seen a crab, like when they latch on, you literally rip off the arm. It's probably not called arm, like whatever, it rips off because they won't let go, right? That's how you guys are with people that you love, right? And that's why it hurts so bad. It's asking you to seek counsel, right? From a logical place, right? Someone that's not so friendly, doesn't smile too much, but always have your back, right? And give you sound advice, even if it hurts. Listen to them. Listen to them. Remember, you don't have to take everything that everybody says, but it's asking you to listen, okay? To listen. There is something you walk away from this month, right? Whether it's a relationship, whether it's your job, whether it's you not wanting to feel sad anymore, right? Like you've been in this dark place and you're fucking over it. Sorry for cursing, right? But you're over it. Like you don't want to be there anymore, right? You do. You come out, you shine, man. You when you make this change, when you make this change, your environment, you get to breathe, probably for the first time in a long time, right? That becomes like relevant. What it's asking you not to put too much effort into is financially. In other words, right, this may not be the month for you to turn around and go try to start some new adventure, like a new job, right? For instance, like let's say that, like a new job, because there's so many changes happening that you literally don't want to take your life and dump it, right? Let's take it like one step at a time, right? And it's saying like, you know, fine, you know what, my relationship's going to shit, fine, my job's going to shit, fine, and you're just like, you know what, I'm going to clean here, I'm going to clean here, I'm going to clean there, I'm going to get rid of all this shit, and I'm going to start on new. No. Let's calm down. Let's calm down a little bit, right? Let's take it one step at a time. So yes, like something that has made you unhappy is being highlighted, right? And you're walking away, and literally, it's like, let's say like it's someone in your house. Let's say it's a roommate, right? And you guys have been so you've been stressed like bad, right? And then you're finally, you know what? I can't take this anymore. You're gonna have to go. And when they go, oh my God, guys, you feel at peace. You're just like, oh, this is wonderful, right? Now, there's recognition. So let's say like this is okay. Let's say that it doesn't have to do with love. Let's say it has to do with your career. Okay, so it's your career. It's someone at work like spoke to you like horribly, like things that you thought were one way turned out to be completely different. But what this energy has is like the phoenix rising from the ashes, right? Your shit comes down, but you have the ability to rise above it, right? Because you do, because that's the only way to change. It tells you that you are successful. Like if you turn around and you get a new job, it's there, it's yours. Okay. At the end of the month, there's something, maybe, like, you meet someone, you start, crocheting, painting, you start dating again. Something is planted, right? This seed is planted that you say, you know what, my happiness, right? Like you go searching for it and you find it, but it's only a seed, guys, right? Like I don't want you to think like, I'm gonna like find this, like, I don't know, this humongous transformation. No, it's a seed, like when you plant a seed, like it takes some time to grow. That's kind of what happens. That's what you do now, right? But it's there. The potential is there. Okay. Just know that, if you allow the situation, right? Because, this card is here. This card is scary, right? But where it is, it tells me that you have the ability this month, right, to see past the bullshit if you want. Now, you can keep your head in the sand, right? But what it's saying is that you have the ability, and just know that that's what's going to happen, right? But that's what has to happen in order for this cycle that you've been in to shift, right? Got to get rid of the trash. So that's, wow, yeah, that's interesting. You know, another thing is like, so there's a person, earth sign, right? So Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, right? That you might be interested in. And I only say this because I don't know if this is the person that like spoke to you nasty, or it's someone that you're maybe thinking about like pursuing something different or unique. But what it's saying is, maybe not. Like, think about it, especially if you're feeling like hesitant, right? Remember, like when you feel hesitant, it's for a reason. People, like, you don't normally feel like that. Like when something goes, babe, heed the warning, take it, right? So like, that's interesting. So just be careful with that person. That's all. Because you might, it's an illusion, my love. It's an illusion. You're building up this person in your head, and that person is not like that, right? They're not. Like, you're looking at their potential is what I'm trying to say. Don't look at anybody's potential, babe. See them for what they are. Saves you a lot of headache, and them too, believe it or not. Okay, let's see. All right, guys. So be careful. There's like snakes around you, man. There's snakes around you. They're being sneaky. There are things that are being hidden from you. You know, if you're gonna sign anything, just, you know, read the contract. Read the contract. Really, really, really good. Because yeah, there's some stuff. There's a situation that's not so nice. Really not so nice. Dang, and it's strong. Okay? At work. Be careful with somebody at work. Be careful with somebody at work, because there's a snake amongst you. Okay? And something with the books. Yeah. Something hidden. So just be careful, okay? It's at work with someone that's not on the up and up. Okay? Alright, let's see what message. This is from the Mystical Wisdom deck. Bring it together. Moving forward. I love that. It says, get ready for positive change. Voila. Alright, so yeah, that's like, it sums it up. It sums it up, guys. It's a beautiful reading. It's intense. Shit's gonna go down, but that's the way that it has to happen. You know that when you harvest, right? Like, you're at the end of the season, right? And you've whatever, grown whatever. Now it's all there. And, you know, that's the time to say, look, you know, I did all this hard work. Is it worth it? Right? Is it worth it? Okay. But you also have to get the field ready for the next season, right? So that's kind of what this is. This is for you, okay? Thank you for sticking with me. Please like, subscribe, comment. Let me know what you think. Take anything that resonated and throw everything out, my love, that didn't, okay? Love you guys. Thank you.